The Solar Temple Deaths. In October 1994, across Switzerland and Canada, 53 members of the Order of the Solar Temple were found dead in coordinated incidents. The group was founded by Joseph de Mambro and Luc Jouret, blending mystical beliefs with apocalyptic prophecy. The locations were remote, quiet homes and hidden compounds. Fire had consumed many of the buildings. Inside, investigators discovered bodies arranged in ceremonial patterns. Some victims had been shot, others had been drugged before being burned. The events were not spontaneous. Evidence showed careful planning. Messages left behind spoke of a transit to a higher plane. Members believed they were escaping a corrupted world. Neighbors reported nothing unusual. No noise, no signs of panic, just silence. The fires were set deliberately, consuming both evidence and victims. Authorities struggled to piece together what had happened. Over the following years, additional deaths linked to the group occurred in France and Canada, suggesting a prolonged pattern. What made the Solar Temple case especially disturbing was its mixture of belief and orchestration. Not all victims had chosen their fate. Some were children. The investigation revealed manipulation, staged rituals, and financial exploitation. A hidden network operating quietly until it ended in flames. A belief in transcendence that left behind only ashes. The Jonestown Massacre. On November 18, 1978, in the remote jungle settlement of Jonestown, Guyana, over 900 members of the People's Temple died in one of the largest mass deaths in modern history. The community had been established by Jim Jones, who promised a utopian society free from racism and oppression. Many followers relocated from the United States, believing they were building a better future. That morning, the air was heavy and humid. The dense jungle surrounded the compound, isolating it from the outside world. Loudspeakers crackled across the settlement, summoning residents to the pavilion. It was not unusual, meetings were frequent, but this time something felt different. Earlier that day, a U.S. Congressman, Leo Ryan, had been killed at a nearby airstrip while investigating the group. Tension spread quickly. Jones's voice echoed through the compound, calm, controlled. He spoke of enemies closing in, of inevitable destruction, of loyalty. Then came the instructions. A mixture of cyanide, tranquilizers, and fruit drink was prepared. Parents were told to give it to their children first. Some resisted. Others complied in silence. Guards stood nearby. Within minutes, chaos dissolved into stillness. Bodies lay across the ground, under the fading daylight. When authorities arrived days later, the jungle was eerily quiet. The scale of the tragedy was overwhelming. Rows of victims, many still holding one another. Investigations revealed a pattern of coercion, fear, and psychological control. Survivors spoke of rehearsals, white nights, that had prepared them for this moment. The world would remember Jonestown as a warning, a place where belief became obedience, and obedience became fatal. March 26, 1997, Rancho Santa Fe, California. Victim, Marshall Applewhite and 38 followers. The house was pristine. Curtains drawn, everything in place. Inside, 39 members of Heaven's Gate prepared for what they believed was a transition. Led by Marshall Applewhite, the group believed a spacecraft hidden behind the Hale-Bopp comet would carry their souls to a higher existence. They had spent months isolating themselves, uniform clothing, controlled diets, quiet routines. On the night of March 22nd, the process began. Groups of members took a mixture of phenobarbital and vodka. They lay down on neatly arranged beds. Purple cloths were placed over their faces. Nike sneakers lined the floor. The ritual continued over 3 days. Each wave prepared the next. There was no chaos, only methodical repetition. A calm, almost clinical approach to death. By March 26th, all 39 were gone. Authorities discovered the scene after receiving an anonymous tip. The house was still. No signs of struggle. Everything suggested cooperation. Investigators later pieced together video recordings left behind. Members spoke calmly about their decision, expressing certainty in their belief. The comet passed. No spacecraft appeared. The house in Rancho Santa Fe stands unchanged from the outside. But inside, for those 3 days, a quiet conviction led 39 people to lie down and never rise again.